Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Man, guys, I had the perfect song picked out this morning, and then my Wi-Fi went down. And so Jared volunteered to sing for us this morning. Jared, what are you going to sing, brother?
I can assure you, you don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Well, we're just going to create some memories here. We'll be like, hey, remember that one time Jared tried to sing for
I don't want to remember that.
us?
La 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 la.
Yes. So I apologize. Life happens for you and not to you all the time. And so we just got to deal with it here at this point. And I will have the perfect song for next week. And hopefully the internet will be cooperating at that point in time. Continue to let everybody in the waiting room here. While we're waiting, anybody going to 5-star in a couple of weeks?
I'm going.
Very nice. Excited to see you, Miss Schuster, as always.
So hey, I want to hook up with you. My kids.
I'm married. I'm sorry.
No, not.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
No, my kids both got active yesterday or whatever. So, but I need to talk to you about. I don't know if we can hook up maybe like after this or whatever, or later today if I can get on your schedule. I want to talk to you about them signing up.
Sure.
Because I want to make sure that they get in the right,
Absolutely. Yeah. So we can definitely do that. I have calls and stuff lined up until probably about 1 o'clock my time. So I think that's about 11 o'clock your time, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll just give you a call then.
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I'm hoping nobody sees Matt on this call, correct? It'd be helpful if we had our guest of honor here on this call. Let's see. Good morning. Happy Friday, guys. Hey, Catherine, I'm going to make you the host real quick. If you could just manage the waiting room and let everybody in, I would appreciate it. And I'm going to reach out to Matt and figure out where he's at right now. But if you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it, Catherine.
Sure.
All right. We'll get started in just a few moments here, guys. All right. So I got 10:03. We will figure out where our guest is today because I'm super excited. We will continue to increase production and stuff within our group, but it's also really important, after we make money, how do we keep that money, right? It's really important that we don't just send it out the other door, in taxes. And there's lots of ways to invest in things and get tax benefits and stuff all at the same time. And so that's why we have Matt Plumer, who's a friend of mine. He's doing a lot in the EXP organization where I invited him on here. And so I just sent him a message and we will figure out where he's at and hopefully have a few items that you guys can take away and be like, damn, I'm not doing that, right? I would love to, be able to, implement that into my business plan, into my strategy, etc. So I'm sure he'll be jumping on here in a second. As always, let's go ahead and kick things off and start with our wins for the week. Who has some good stuff going on right now? Who wants to share the first win of the week?
I just got my first rental property.
You just got your first rental property for a personal investment?
Yes.
Congrats. Who is this? I'm trying to search. Okay, Cynthia, is that it?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to scroll to see who was highlighted on my screen and stuff there. That's wonderful. Congratulations on your first investment property there. Where's it at?
Thank you. It's in Houston, Texas. Well, actually, Magnolia, Texas.
Okay, very cool. Will this be for long-term rental, short-term rental?
Actually, a midterm rental. I was gonna do it for the traveling nurses.
I love it. Midterm rental is one of my favorites. I don't see David Russell on here now, but he's a big Icon agent up in the Dallas, Texas area, and does a lot with midterm rentals and stuff as well. Focusing on like corporations and things like that. I think that's a really good niche to be in for sure.
Yeah,
So
I'm excited.
Yeah, congratulations on that. That's great.
Thanks.
Right, and yeah, now you get tax benefits. Right now you get income opportunities and stuff. That's the key, guys. In these cycles, right, we spend so much time helping other people with the largest financial decisions of their life, and I see so many agents, that aren't taking advantage of it. You guys see these opportunities before everybody else, right? Like, don't pass those off, right? Like, we even have like private money lenders and stuff within our group, right? If you don't qualify for traditional financing, things like that, this is where we can start to be creative and look at how you can take those to set yourself up for the future. So that's beautiful. Congratulations on that, and a huge win and stuff there, Cynthia. Who has our second win of the week, guys?
I've got a really weird one. And I didn't even know that this was possible, but I iconed twice in 12 months.
Twice in 12 months. So you had to have like iconed at the end of your first year, and then you had a lot of momentum coming, right? And you capped out, and then you hit icon very short in the next year. Is that right?
I hit icon, then I capped again within 3 weeks, and hit icon again within 3.5 months.
Guys, do you know what that equals, right? Like,
I
literally.
know exactly what that equals. That's insane. It's insanity is what it is.
Yes, I was talking to another agent just the other day. She's a top producer in Chicago. She doesn't do default, like she is a traditional agent that crushes it, right? And she came over from a very prestigious company in her area, and she was a little skeptical. She's iconed at this point in her first year, which really means that you ran your business for free, right? I see agents that are moving and going to 100% companies, and they're doing 20 to 25 deals. And I was like, hold on, like, let's do the math here real quick. I was like, what are you going to pay per transaction? They're like, $400 per transaction. And I was like, you did 25 deals. That's $10,000. That is not a 100% company, guys. That means that you paid $10,000 to run your business, right? But as we increase production, and a lot of you guys have already hit this, or you guys are really close to hitting it at this point, right? We pay $16,000 into the system, and now you can get $16,000 back in equity, right? It's huge. I've seen Jeff Russell, purchase a house using that stock to cash in money for a down payment on his house, which is 2 blocks from Huntington Beach. I've seen Ryan Luthi, 3 or 4 time icon agent that bought a Tesla, right? Like, and this is the crazy part, it's for the business that you already do, right? Like you don't have to buy, like, literally it is given to you to run your business for free. And now you can do whatever the heck you want with it, right? You can cash it in down the road. You can keep it. You can do whatever you want. And it's all for doing the same things that you're doing right now. So That is absolutely wonderful. Congratulations on that. I'm so thrilled for you. And for what you're building here for the future as well. It's really fun to watch.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Beautiful, man. And this is just on topic, right? We were talking about investment properties. We're talking about running our business for free. This is just lining up for this whole, financial type situation for today. And who has our third win for the week?
Hey, Larry, I'll go.
Talk to me, brother.
Mine's not as awesome as iConning twice, but it's a good start. My first closing since I've been with the group was Friday. Went well. Yeah, I got, and there's 2 more scheduled for in the next couple weeks. So
nice. And then how many do you have in the pipeline?
I still got 12 in the pipeline, and there's
Nice.
Yeah, that's not a bad place to be, right? It's not a bad place to be, guys. I'm telling you, it's hard. Like, I talk to so many agents and like your guys' testimonials and stuff. This is why I reach out to you guys and ask for you guys to kind of put this on paper, because we're sold so much in real estate. Lots of times it sounds too good to be true. Right? That our group has the ability to drive business and do this. And it's not just in the REO and default space. Like Jeff Russell, Rafael Dagnesis, myself, like we are literally getting calls every single day and just connecting you guys because we have such a group of top producing agents across the country, right? That are all pouring into each other, that are all helping each other out. It is one of the most collaborative and amazing groups that I've ever been associated with. And then the financial structure and stuff is really all just kind of a bonus, because I think that this group is really what makes this special, right? This group is what adds so much value, from the different asset management companies to lead generation, everything that EXP is doing, as well, as far as driving business and stuff like that. But this is where we have to lean into the systems, right? We have to take advantage of these tools and resources to be able to get the most out of it possible. But man, those are some huge wins, guys. Congratulations on all of that. Anybody else have anything cool that they want to share? As I'm trying to buy some time and figure out if our guest is showing up today or not.
I had I'll talk about a win. I had Bob Norell come stay with Kelly and I here in Orange County, because he had an Orange County event last week. I'll put it in the chat box when I get done talking here, but he's doing events all over the country, and he's not doing a lot, and they're very, very, very intimate, meaning like 30, 40 people at a time only. And most people on this call know who Bob Norell is and know his 40-year history in REO. He's not promising any referrals, but he knows a lot of people and doing a lot of business with some hedge funds and hard money lenders, where a lot of the REO is coming from. I've got like 5 REOs right now from different hedge funds and hard money lenders. So you definitely want to attend his class. I went and attended it, right? I've been doing this 26 years. I attended it. I got several nuggets out of it. And I've known Bob Norell since 99. So no matter how much you know REO or don't know REO, you should check it out. And again, I'm going to put the link in. He's got one coming up in Florida. There was someone that flew out from Michigan to California just to go to his class. And some other people from Texas and whatnot were there. But it's definitely worth it to go. So how's that, Larry, for filling some time?
It's absolutely huge, guys. And yeah, for those of you guys that don't know Bob Norell, I mean, he ran Dakota for the longest time, and then it was acquired. He didn't want to get into the corporate world, essentially, so he started his own company, right? So he owns and operates asset optimization and solutions, and he's also teaching people across the country. These are the things that we need to do to set up for this next cycle, right? This is where we get ahead of the curve, right? Not when business is bad and then you're like, how do I come up with $400 or $500? You start setting yourself self up now with the Bubble Mills course, with the Revenues courses, with the Bob Norell courses and stuff like that. You start building rapport and relationship with these folks to set ourselves up for the future. Right now is when we do that. Not once the market has shifted and turned. We look at where the market is going and we position ourselves there. And that's what makes us successful. And who we're associating ourselves with, right? Like who we're surrounding our group with. I don't care where the market goes. We will capitalize on it. The hedge funds start doing dispositions. Great, we got that covered, right? We start working with private equity funds and private money lenders and stuff. Great, we got that covered, right? If it goes traditional, great, we got that covered, right? We're just going to shift into no matter what the market is doing at the end of the day. And that is what is absolutely critical. And so now is the time to make sure that we're positioning ourselves. We have 5-star coming up here in a couple of weeks. We are on Monday. Let me just pull up a schedule. So Monday the 23rd, Eric Bangle and myself, along with David Russell, we're doing a class, Seizing REO Opportunities. One of my favorite classes. It's short, sweet, to the point. I guarantee you will get something. It doesn't cost you anything. I think we have 40 or 50 people signed up for that class already. So it should be a packed house. That will be on Monday the 23rd. And then with some of our asset management companies and stuff, Tuesday the 24th, we are hosting a happy hour off-site. And so this is where it will be a smaller, more intimate group and you can meet some of these different asset managers and stuff like that. Wednesday, we have Eric Delgado, we have Barry Owens, we have Joe Peterson, who are all a part of our group that are actually hosting a session at the 5-star event that I would recommend that everybody goes to about unconventional ways of doing real estate right now, right? Where's the business? Where are the opportunities coming in? And you'll hear from the people on the that are leading this charge in the industry and where they're positioning, right? You may or may not want to do that, but it is absolutely huge. This is what I talk about when you're positioning. And as many agents as I'm talking about that I talk to on a monthly basis, man, I'm talking to these agents and they're like, you know what? I'm not going to go this year. It doesn't sound like it's going to be very busy. And this is where I'm telling them, this is exactly why you should go. You should not go to 5-star when there's 8,000 agents because you will never get a chance to connect with the decision makers. This is where you can actually sit down, you can talk with them, right? Like you can get out there and don't go out there with your hand out being like, oh, well, if you have something in Seattle, Washington, I'm happy to help. Like, no shit. Like, don't tell me that you're going to come and do your job, right? Don't sit down on a listing presentation and be like, I'm going to sell your home in the shortest amount of time for the highest price. That is your job. Do not come and tell me that you are going to do your job, right? Like, I do not want to hear it. How are you going to add value to your consumers, to your clients, to your customers, right? And this is where you might be like, look, you probably already have somebody in my area, right? But if you are ever having a hard time getting a response, need a secondary bid, ever just want a free evaluation to just check and balance, like, I'm here for you. I got my teams lined up. I got all of this in place, ready to go. And that's where you need to be positioning that, right? Like, yes, backup quarterback, right? Like, who do you want to be? I want to be that Tom Brady sitting there waiting for my chance to be put onto the field. And then I'm going to make you say, damn, I should have put him in a long time ago. Jeff Russell, what do you got, brother?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, as far as 5-star, I can't tell you how many agents had come up to me in the last REO cycle when I was closing like 30 REOs a month and had about 200 listings, active listings. People said, how did you do this, Jeff? And I giggle and say, I was I was here when nobody else was. I mean, that is probably one of my biggest secrets and the biggest hint I can give you. If you want to get into REO, be there when the others aren't, right? And like Larry said, once everybody's there, you're wasting your time and money. Why are you going to be there for the cattle call, right? Be there before it happens. And I can almost promise you, if you're hanging around with the right people. By the way, I'm going to introduce you to asset managers, other agents that are there going to introduce you to asset managers, right? Because especially when we're not in the same market, right? But all I can say is go to 5-star. If right now is the best year to go, because second quarter of 2025, I can almost guarantee you they're going to be flowing. I've got 15 assignments right now as I speak, right? And California is dry, so go to 5-star. All right, that's all.
Yeah, if you guys talk to agents in California, there's not very many. I can think of 2 agents in California that have more than 10 assets, probably more than 5 assets. Jeff is one of them, right? Like, I can think of 2 agents in all of California, which is crazy. But again, this is kind of the group that we're dealing with and stuff here, guys. So I'm super thrilled and just blessed to be alongside you guys here.
And Robert said it's all about positioning. I used to tell people I'm like Wayne Gretzky, the famous hockey player. I wasn't following that puck. I knew where that puck was going, and I went over there and I just waited and I waited.
Yes, sir. Beautiful. So we do got 5-star coming up. If you're thinking about it, man, I would highly recommend it. I would love to see all of you guys there. Then coming up, how many people on this? I see Angela's going. Wonderful. How many of you guys? I know Miss Schuster. I know Jeff. How many of you guys, put in the chat box, have hit Icon already this year or plan to be hitting it this year? That in the chat box for me real quick. Jared, beautiful. All right. So if you have already hit Icon, or you planning on it, right? The next thing I would have on my list is EXPCon, which is at the end of Miami, at the end of October in Miami. I want to say it's like 27th, 28th, 29th off the top of my head, right? For the folks that hit Icon, right? They want you involved with this community. And so you get rewards gifted back in stock for going to these events. Myself, Jeff Russell, Kelly are going there. If you guys are going and you want to join us, I have a 4-time Icon agent, Rachel Allen, that's here with me in Houston. That's part of our group as well. She is a part of a network, and they're hosting a yacht party out there on Monday that quite a few of us are going to. Again, this is where we not only do a lot of business, but we surround ourselves with people that we want to hang out with at the end of the day, right? So if you are going to that, then I'm going to shoot me a text message, and I will get you the info if you want to go to the yacht party on Monday as well. Cynthia, what do you got for us?
Hey, okay, sorry. I have one of those funny questions. What is 5-star and what is an Icon?
Yes, no, not silly question. So a lot of people in our group do a lot in the REO and default space, or institutional investor space. 5-star is, I would say, the largest REO and default conference in the country. I see some people posting the chat link or the link in the chat there for that. So this is where all of the banks, hedge funds, and people that have the ability to send you 5, 10, 15, 20 properties, at a time, a month, a year, go, right? So these aren't solo individual buyers and sellers or anything like that. These are more so institutional clients that have tens of thousands of properties that they help do dispositions for. So that is the 5-Star Conference. It's in Dallas, Texas, every year in September. So that's the first one. And this is where you get to meet a lot of these players and stuff as well. So that's the first one. Icon is a program here within EXP, right? Our model is pretty simple. It's an 80-20 split with a $16,000 cap. So most of our producing agents that cap out very quickly, you know, generally in the first quarter to half year of the year. Then after that, if you complete 20 additional transactions, right, you're just going to be paying a flat fee. And when you do 20 additional deals after that, paying that full fee, you hit what's called Icon agent status. Now, here's the cool part, right? Like, you've already capped out, you're at 100%, you've earned stock and equity already for closing your first transaction every single year. You have the opportunity to take advantage of the agent equity program and buy stock at a discount on every single transaction. You cap out, you get additional stock. If you've brought anybody else on and they close their first deal, you're awarded stock. But then if you hit Icon agent status, you're gifted up to $16,000 worth of stock, which is everything that you paid into the system. So this is where I tell people, it's the only platform I can help you run your business for free. You pay $16,000 in, you have the opportunity to earn all of that back and then some, right? Most of the agents that hit that Icon agent status, again, have accumulated stock along the way. And so they end up getting even more than that, $17,000, $18,000 worth of stock at the end of the day. Does that make sense, Cynthia? Did I explain that okay?
It sure did. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Any other questions on some of the events and stuff that are coming up here, guys? Right now, I had zero agenda for today because I thought we were talking about setting up finances and stuff with Matt Plumer, who is a big piece of EXP and also coaches and trains agents on how to create financial freedom just in your regular everyday life, how to take advantage of taxes and stuff like that. He's not responding to my text message, so I'm making an assumption that he's not going to be here with us today. So I will line up some more time to get him back on here somewhere down the road. Any other events coming up? So we have the 5-Star Conference. We have EXPCon coming up. We have Tony Robbins in November. If anybody would like to join us for that, guys, and if you haven't been, it's absolutely life-changing. You work on your, like, there's 4 days that you're at this conference. One day you're working on your business. One day you're working on yourself. One day you're working on, your health at this point in time. So it takes kind of like each category of your life and builds on it. So there's a group of us that are going to that. And I'm just
is that a parrot?
Yeah, this is my office assistant today.
I was
He's
sorry,
crawling
Larry.
all
I was
over
like,
me.
is that a parrot?
Yeah, this is Roy. I've had him for 35 years. And
Oh my gosh,
Kelly,
that's so cool.
I thought I was tripping over here.
Me too. I'm like, sorry, Larry, but I need to say something because this is tripping me out a little bit.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to distract, but he really
No,
wants my attention this
fine.
morning.
So cute. Oh, NADP, I think we already talked about it, but NADP in Boca, October 4th and 5th too.
October 4th and 5th over in Boca Raton. Okay, beautiful. All right. Yeah, guys, Tony Robbins.
What is NADP?
NADP. All right.
National Associations of Default Professionals.
Yeah. So another one that's over in Boca Raton. So right now, I know for sure we have Eric Eichhoff, who's my old business partner, Eric Bangle. We have Jeff and Kelly that are attending. We have Helena from Chicago, a 4-time Icon agent. Frank from over in San Jose, Melissa Bra. Like, we have a pretty good group of people going onto our event and stuff there. And yeah, so if you like, it's absolutely life-changing, guys. If you have never walked across fire, and unless you've been to Tony Robbins, you've probably never done it, right? You're probably like, Larry, why in the hell would I walk across fire? Because you can, right? So once you do that, you realize that there is nothing else that you can't do, right? That there's nothing holding you back. And so you spend 4 days just kind of reprogramming your mind, because a lot of our thoughts and stuff are things that other people program that you may or may not actually, actually believe. And so unless you're conscious of that, then it's really hard to change it. So with that being said, I would love for any of you guys to join us, because that's been absolutely life-changing as well. Anything else that you guys want to chat about today? I see some texts coming through from Matt, and he tried to call and said he got time zones and stuff confused. And so I will set something up for him a little bit later and stuff to come back on and do that. But anything else that we need to chip away at today, guys?
Say one thing.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to give a huge shout out to all of our coaches in the Alliance group for the dedication they're putting in every single week, including yourself, Kelly Jones, Jeff Russell, James Cottrell, Jerry Stapp, Robert Whitekill. You guys are putting in a ton of work every week without getting paid for it from anybody. And this is what this group is about, and I appreciate that every single day. Manny, Dredd, all our coaches.
Yeah, it's a special group, and appreciate everything that you do there. Appreciate everything that you do as well, Lawrence King. I had to scroll down and figure out if that was Lawrence or Michon talking. I heard the voice, but I didn't. And then I saw the picture, and I'm glad you have your name down there. Otherwise, I would have been like, still don't know which one is talking there. You or your twin brother?
No, man, but I appreciate the dedication. We got a nice group of coaches putting in a lot of work every week, day in and day out. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. And that's really what makes this special, right? Is literally you can learn from the best, like you can get the game plan, right? Not just some cordial, nice conversation of, oh, I would do this or that. Like literally we'll break down the game plan of how we were able to achieve a ton of success in that particular area. Beautiful.
I want to say, by the way, the NADP Boca Raton, if you're near Boca Raton or can be, just go hang out in the lobby, go hang out at the bar. I can't tell you how many REO assignments I've gotten and good contacts I've gotten from just being in the bar. Obviously they want you to go to the conference and pay for a ticket, which you should do, but if you can't, make it halfway there by just going and hanging out there, and I'll buy you a drink. How about that?
There you go. And here's the thing. I've attended so many conferences with Jeff and Kelly. I've never actually seen them in a class at a conference.
Oh,
Literally.
hey, I bought a 5-star ticket this year, so you'll see me in session. Not NADP, but 5-star, yes.
But here's the thing, right? Like they do, like they're there to build these relationships, and it's worked really well for them, right? Like just being there and connecting with everybody and stuff. Matt, how are you doing, brother? I saw your text messages coming through in the call, but I was a little preoccupied and stuff over here. I apologize.
No, I'm the one that apologizes, man. I told myself that's the thing. I was like, hey, I got to show up for Larry, and my calendar time zone didn't switch yesterday, so I am so sorry, gang. I'm here if you want me here. If not, I'll exit stage left.
Well, what I would actually prefer to do, just so we're not crunched and rushed, and I've already noticed like some people jumped off and stuff already, is I'll reach out after this and we'll just re-coordinate. So that way we can talk, we can start fresh. We're not discombobulated and trying to, make up for lost time or anything like that, if you're okay with that.
Hey, 100%. If you're on here, my apologies. Or since you're on here, my apologies. I'll be at EXPCon. I'll hook up with Jeff. Cocktails on me. Find me at somewhere at EXPCon. I'll make it up to you, and then Larry, you and I will reschedule. I so tremendously apologize for calendar mix-up.
It happens.
Yeah, it does happen, man. And I mean, we just talked about other things, right? Like we flow with it, just like we always do in business or anything else. Matt, at EXPCon, there's a pretty big group of us on Monday. That's actually we're attending a yacht party. If you or any people in your group are interested in that, let me know and I can text you over that info. But it should be a pretty cool event there with a lot of top producers from across the country.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, definitely. Anything like that fun, exciting stuff that's that happens outside of the main stage. I'm definitely for it.
All right, I'll send that over to you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Great seeing
guys.
everyone.
Anything else that we need to talk about today? Any questions that anybody has? Anything like since we have the group and stuff here? Anything that we can knock out while we have everybody?
Angela's asking when EXPCon is.
It is October 27th through the 29th, I believe. So it's like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And it's in Miami. So I think that's just a couple-hour drive if you're going to be in Florida, Angela. So I would definitely recommend that you cross the little peninsula and get over there if you're able to.
100%.
Yeah, well, I'm down in Florida now, so yeah, but I think it's about an 8-hour drive for me from where I am. But that's
Oh,
cool.
really? Where are you located in Florida?
I'm near Ocala, so central Florida.
Oh, okay, I thought you were in Tampa for some reason, but
Well, I'm about an hour and a half north of there.
okay.
But I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, so it's the old neighborhood.
All right. But yeah, I would definitely
Be Angela.
again, if it's driving distance, I would make sure that you're there. And you're going to be hitting Icon, so it should be something that's on your calendar, moving forward with your career here with us, just so you can get as much stock and stuff as possible. Beautiful. Any other questions or anything that are in there that I can't see, just because I'm working off of my phone right now while the home internet is down. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. Matt, I will reach out to you here momentarily, and we'll just kind of get things moved and rescheduled and stuff here for today. Guys, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all of the contribution and stuff here for today. If you need anything, call, text, email me, let me know. Go out there, have a kick-ass week, take advantage of this, and again, just constantly continue to look at how we're setting up for the future. Right? Like this market is shifting, right? It's shifting quickly. I think that will be pretty stable throughout the elections and stuff here. And then I think there needs to be some corrections and stuff like that for affordability and stuff like that. So how do we position for that point in time? And if myself or any of our coaches can help you with that, call, text, or email. We are all here for you guys. I love you guys. I thank you guys. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.
Bye all.
See you guys.